the U.S. Park Police out with a statement about what happened to an Australian TV crew outside of the White House when peaceful protesters were dispersed with force. And I really can't believe what they're trying to do with this statement, because they're trying to convince you that you didn't see what you saw with your own eyes. So let's take a look. After a complaint from the Australian government, the police attack on the crew is now under investigation. Look at this. Is there sound there? No, it's a slow-mo. In their statement, the union says that the journalists, and I quote here, says, the journalists were reporting from a very dangerous area in the middle of violent protesters that were in the process of being cleared out and may have fallen. The union also says the reporter and her cameraman lacked readily identifiable journalist markings and were not readily distinguishable from violent protesters. Okay, so we like to say facts first. Okay? So police were seen using their shields and batons to punch and hit Channel 7 News U.S. correspondent Amelia Brace and photojournalist Tim Myers. You can see it for yourself. Journalist, he's got a camera, right? The pair were against the wall. They were not in the middle of a group of violent protesters. The protesters were at the White House were not violent. They were peaceful. And despite the statement that they may have fallen, they were clearly attacked. The guy is sitting on a crate. Look at that. Just comes and hits him. Okay? It's on video. Tim Myers' camera is certainly an identifiable journalist marking. You see the camera being smashed by a police shield. And in what scenario would they have had the opportunity to readily identify themselves from an attack that comes out of nowhere? Seriously. So here's Amelia Brace describing what actually happened.
All of a sudden, with no warning, there was rubber bullets being pelted into the crowd, and that line of police just surged forward at a speed that was kind of undescribable. There was no possibility of getting out of the way, and everyone who crossed paths with them was getting quite brutally attacked.
So remember, the scene was peaceful before police decided to forcibly clear the area around the White House moments before the president's photo op at St. John's Church, okay? We were live on television. I was live on CNN when it happened. We all saw how the situation escalated and turned violent. And we all saw that video of police attacking the Australian journalists. They didn't trip and fall. Give me a break. That was not tripping and falling. They were attacked. There's shocking video out of Buffalo, New York, showing an elderly man being pushed by police in front of City Hall. Look at this. Watch. That's him falling to the ground, bleeding from his head. You see all the people helping him and calling for medical assistance? I don't. Witnesses on the scene saying the man was pushed while police were clearing the area. Our affiliate reporting that police say he tripped and fell as another person was being arrested for disorderly conduct. Tripped and fell. Is that what you saw? Can we roll that back, please? Please. Tripped. Thank you, Danny. Tripped and fell. This is him tripping and falling right here. Whoops. Yeah. And he's laying on the ground, bleeding. The Erie County executive saying the man is in stable but serious condition and that he's sickened by what he saw. Let's get to Neil Franklin now, former Maryland State